So what happened on the 23rd of July, 2022, police turned up and started battering in my door.
Mhm.
They caused significant damage. They were shouting outside that they were getting armed police. They went round to the back of the property and was, whacking the French doors back there. And they were outside the property for 4 hours and then they left. And
Was there any indication that this was due to happen, or was it just completely out of the
no,
blue?
oh, I couldn't believe it. Well, at first when they started whacking the door, they didn't even give a chance to open the door anyway. It was bang, 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 start smash, smash, smash. And um,
So no phone
I
call, no letter, no court order.
no, no, nothing like that, no. And it turns out it was from an allegation that apparently I had harassed my ex-partner, which
Mhm.
didn't happen anyway.
You
And it
mean
went
their
further.
father? Their father?
Yeah, the children's father, yeah.
Mhm.
So then that was the 23rd of July, 2022. I have in writing from professional standards that they had no right or authority to do that to my door because harassment isn't an indictable offence, therefore cannot force entry. Now, I feel like to cover that, cover their backsides there, just not very long later, on the 2nd of August, 2022, they came to my mother's property, smashed through her property, arrested me. I still was none the wiser that it was anything to do with my children. I just thought, because I'm used to this with the ex making absolutely ridiculous allegations to the police and the police acting on it. Yeah, anything that they've got from me of, and photos of my injuries from the violence and even admissions of him strangling me, nothing, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, basically they arrested my mum on that day as well. I was at the police station and I said I wanted my phone call and they said, "Who do you want to call?" And I said, "My mum." And she said, "Oh," the officer said, "No, you can't. She's here." And then as soon as they said that my mum was there and had been arrested, I knew that something was wrong with my children. And I said, "Oh, where are my children?" And they didn't tell me for 6 hours. There's all lies in the police record of like when they told me and things like that. But even in the police record, there isn't anything to say as to why they took the children. It says that I think it was something like I was reluctant to engage or something, not a reason to take the children. They were the police were on the video saying, "We need to get out of here drastically." They were covering the body cameras. They One officer questioned, was this normal? And the other officer said, "No, it's not." But because it was pre-planned, but they're using the excuse of the risk to life or limb. But even if there is a risk to life or limb, if they genuinely believed that there was a risk to life or limb, when they've smashed through someone's house and realize that that isn't the case, they don't just carry on. You've got to say, "Sorry about that. We just needed to make sure." Then they leave. You don't go and steal the children. And one of my sons was actually at my father's house, and they've put on the report that they took both my children from my mum's, which wasn't the case, and they know it.